I made Justin and Will's Dongpo Rou. I know I said that wrong, but I don't know how else to say it. I'm very sorry. Justin and Will are contestants on MKR 2025. Everybody loves crispy skin pork belly, but for a while now, I've been wanting to make a braised pork belly. That nice soft skin on top. There really is nothing else like it. So when I saw them make it on the show, I knew I had to give it a crack. Okay, to start this dish off, we're gonna get our pork belly into a pan. Then to this pan, gonna add some fresh ginger, a spring onion, and a couple of tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, or in my case, some Chinese cooking wine. Then we're just gonna add some fresh water, just enough to cover the pork. Now we're just gonna stick this on the stove and then let it gently simmer away for about 30 minutes. Okay, so the pork's been gently simmering away for about 30 minutes now. Now I'm just gonna let it chill out for a minute and cool down while we get the braising liquid ready. To prepare the braising liquid, I've got a little bit of oil heated up in a pan here. We're just gonna add some ginger, some star anise, a stick of cinnamon, and some spring onion. Now I'm just gonna put this on a medium heat and just toast them off for a couple of minutes. All right, after you've toasted those off just for a couple of minutes, that doesn't actually need too long. You just need to wake up the spices a little bit. So to this pot, we're gonna add some Shaoxing wine, gonna add some bay leaves. Now I'm subbing in palm sugar for rock sugar. I think the palm sugar is gonna work a lot better than the rock sugar in this dish. We're also gonna put in some light soy sauce and some dark soy sauce. Okay, now we're gonna put this back on the stove on a medium-low heat, just to start to get everything nice and warm while we get the pork ready. Okay, at this point, your pork should be cool enough to handle, just to be able to pick it up with your hand. And now we're gonna cut this pork up into 6 pieces. As you can see, it's not cooked all the way through yet, which is just fine. So this part will cut off about there, and then this one we'll slice in half. Okay, we'll slide this off to the side. We'll get our braising liquid back on the scene here. If you had some kitchen twine, tie it together so it will hold its shape better, but I just realized that I've run out. So we're just gonna place the pork in just how it is, and once we finish cooking it, we're just gonna be very gentle to try to take it out of the braising liquid. Now, as I place the pork in, I'm placing it skin side down. So we'll get all that nestled in there. Now we're just gonna add some fresh water, just enough to cover the pork. All right, now we're gonna stick that on the stove and bring it up to a gentle simmer. So I've got this liquid up to a gentle simmer. Now, you could continue to cook it on the stove, but I'm actually gonna put this in the oven to finish off braising it. I think putting it in the oven at 150 degrees Celsius is just a much more controlled way to braise this pork. It's gonna take about 1.5 to 2 hours to cook, but I'm gonna come back in about an hour just to check it, see how things are going. So the pork's finally ready. Now I know that, so I'm gonna stick the knife in, it pulls out, when you just give a little bit of a jiggle on the knife. My pork was in there for a total of 2.5 hours, and for the last half an hour of that cook, I had it up to 200 and the lid was removed. So now we're gonna gently pull the pork out, strain out all those other solids that are in there, and then we'll thicken this sauce up. Okay, so I got all the pork removed. Now I'm just gonna strain all this lovely braising liquid into another pot. As you're straining it into your smaller pot, make sure you spill some of it all over the table as you're doing it, so then your actual pot doesn't overflow. Makes complete sense in my head. Okay, so as you've got your sauce back on the stove here, and it's reducing slightly, just keep tasting it, and once it tastes perfect for you, then we'll put in a bit of a cornstarch slurry and thicken it up some. Now I've just got some cornstarch mixed with some water in here. Make sure you don't put the cornstarch dry directly into there, it'll get all lumpy. Make sure you mix it with a bit of water first. Also, once you tip the cornstarch slurry in, it won't thicken your sauce unless your liquid's boiling. Then it works perfectly. So I'm gonna pour about half of this in. I'll give it a little mix around, and then we'll see how, if we need to add any more to get it any more thick. So for me, I like a thick sauce. So I'm gonna add the rest of that slurry in there. That's nice and syrup-like, perfect for me. So I'm gonna set that aside, and it's just about time to plate up. Okay, so we're gonna fry off some shallots. Now I've just thinly sliced some up, and now I've got this oil up to 160 degrees Celsius, and we're just gonna sprinkle them in there. Fry them till they're nice and golden. It doesn't take that too long to get brown. Pull them just before you get the colour that you want, because they will darken up as they cool down. Also, another thing to note, they will get crispy as they cool. Right now they're a little bit soft, but as they cool down, they'll be nice and crispy. So I blanched off some bok choy and cooked some rice in the rice cooker. But no one wants to see that. We're all here for that pork. Now to finish it off, just gonna spoon over some of that amazing sauce. Also, on another side note, you can make very good rice in a saucepan, but do yourself a favour. Get yourself a rice cooker. I think you'd be amazed how much better it actually is. I can get through it with a spoon. This is gonna be good. Everybody loves crispy skin pork belly. Well, not everybody. But if you're planning on making a pork belly, change it up and try and braisen it. You will be pleasantly surprised. This is so soft and luscious. I think I might start braising my pork bellies a little bit more.